Hi guys, welcome back to That Northern Golfers. Zach here, and today I'm going through my stock yardages for 2022. So I've been going to the driving range over winter, hitting quite a few balls. I've actually changed my irons recently that you'll have seen in the video, I believe, just before this. So my yardages are changing a little bit. So these I'm sort of taking with a little bit of a pinch of salt at the moment, purely on the basis that I've been using irons from 2002, set of John Letter's Trilogy T5s. I've had them personally for about 12 years. And as we all know, lofts have got a lot more aggressive over the years because manufacturers want clubs to hit the ball further. Our longest ever irons. And to do that, they changed the lofts. So a pitching wedge in the early 2000s was around 47.5, 48 degrees. Now we're looking more 45 is the clubs I've got, and some are as low as like 43 now. So these yardages are changing slightly. I'm hitting slightly longer with each club. That's more due to the lofts. But yeah, so we'll go through it. What we'll do is we'll pop the yardages up here. Hopefully one of the guys who knows a little bit more about how to do that will make sure that happens. But we'll start from the bottom. So my bag consists of a full 14 clubs, obviously a putter, and then we move straight up to my 56 degree, which is a Vokey 56. With that at the minute, I'm carrying it about 70 yards. It's all flat carry, this isn't total yardage because obviously it varies from course to course. So my flat carry on my 56 is around the 70 yard mark. I get the ball quite high in the air with the way I hit the ball, so I don't get as much distance as some of the other guys. But yeah, 56, 70 yards I think is really good from in and around the green. We then move up to my 52 degree. So my 52 degree again, a Vokey. I'm carrying that about 85 yards. That's the average in front of me now. There's a couple if I hit it slightly lower, a bit further and so on, but the generalised average is 85 yards. In the new set of burner OS irons that I've got an A wedge, which is actually a 50 degree, and that I'm carrying 95 yards. So a good range there of 70, 85, 95, that under 100 yards I've got a club for virtually everything, and then sort of sub 70, sort of 40, 50 yards I tend to use like a 7 iron and hit more of a bump and run rather than trying to flop it in the air. Next, pitching wedge. So my pitching wedge I'm carrying 105 yards on average. Again, nice little gap there from the A to the pitching wedge. My 9 iron, which at the minute I haven't used my burner OS 9 iron because it needs a regrip that I haven't managed to do yet. So I've been using a Wilson Staff SGI 9 iron. That I've been carrying 105, but it's a degree less on the burner OS, so I'm expecting probably to gain 5 yards or so. So at 120, 125 with my 9 iron. 8 iron, 131 yards. I've hit that club a lot at the range. That's why it's a lot more specific number. 131. That's one of my favourite clubs out of this new set. It's so forgiving. Gets the ball a mile in the air, and you can see it. It's going to be a really good club on course. 7 iron, 142 yards. Again, nice little gap. 6 irons, 153 yards. So again, nice little 10-yard gap there. My 5 iron, I've only hit a few shots with it. I've not hit a lot. I've been concentrating more on the higher irons, but the average I'm getting from that is 160 yards. But I think that's probably going to creep up a bit, I've only hit a few shots with it, and some of these numbers have come from the old irons. So I think the 5 iron, we're looking between 160 and 170 by the time I'm done with it. 4 iron, 175 yards. That's a really good club. That's actually a burner 2.0 because the burner OS set didn't come with a 4 iron, I don't think. So I've bought these second hand, and the guy I've bought them off had a burner 2.0 4 iron. So that's hitting the ball a long way because it's a really good trajectory. I've only hit a few shots again with that one, but 175 yards. But I have carried it as far as 190 yards. But that was a properly flushed shot. I think that's a club I'm going to use a lot off the tee, because the next club's my 3 hybrid, which is my Cobra Baffler. Again, a few years old, that club. I've never really got on with it. It's quite difficult for me to hit it. I just don't feel comfortable with it at all, and I'm only carrying that 180 yards. So for that 5-yard game, what I think I might do is drop the hybrid, and I'm probably going to find myself a lob wedge, try and pick up a Vokey, maybe on the cheap if I can get one, refurb it like I've done in some previous videos, get myself a 58 to give myself something more for that 50-ish yard shot. So yeah, the hybrid I think will be coming out of the bag. The 3 wood, which is the Titleist 910 D3, carrying that 190 yards. I've got that set to 18.5 degrees at the minute to give it some extra loft. Losing a little bit of distance, but I'm getting it up in the air. Can use that off the fairway. Even used it out the rough a little bit if it's a nice lie. So that's a really good club. Really enjoying that. And then finally, big stick, the driver. I've been practicing a lot on getting my driving distance up. I've never been the most accurate driver. I've always sliced the ball. I am starting to correct that now, and I'm actually getting more of a right to left shape, a bit of a draw. But occasionally it will slip back and go to the slice. I've never been a big hitter of the ball. I've always tried to concentrate on accuracy because of that slice. But I've realised now that if I'm slightly in the rough either side and I'm only 200 yards down, I might as well be slightly in the rough on either side if 280 yards down. So I've been really practicing on getting my driver up now. My average carry is about 240 yards on a good hit. On a really good hit, I can carry it up to about 270, 275 at the moment. I'm looking to get... I've still not quite broke 300 yards total at the range. 295 is my biggest drive. I'm hoping to get, by the end of summer, I'm hoping to be carrying nearer to that 300 yards with a driver. That's a Titleist 910 D3 8.5 degree driver that you'll have seen me use in some of the other videos. So yeah, those are my yardages. I'm hoping now that I know the yardages, I've got myself a Garmin S10 Approach watch this year, which is the sort of the most basic Garmin watch, but it doesn't require you to have your phone, to use apps, so all that sort of stuff. It just yardages, distances, telling you to hazards. It really, really good watch. If you guys want to see a video review of that watch, leave a comment down below and we'll make that happen. So hopefully, using that, I should be able to rock up to a hole, know I'm 132 yards to the flag, I can go right, 8 iron, play a full shot, you don't need to think about it, you don't need to change anything, just drop one in straight next to the hole. Yeah, it's not that simple, is it? I can't break 100, but let's see. Hopefully, like I said, the target this year for me is to break 90, so these yardages should help massively. And hopefully, yeah, I can get it on video the day I break 90, but we'll see. Yeah, other than that, I think that pretty much says it all. Yeah, so if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. Every subscribe makes a massive difference to us. We don't, obviously this doesn't pay us, we don't make any money, but the more subscribes we get, the algorithm in YouTube helps us out, and yeah, it's a huge help to the channel. So yeah, cheers guys, thanks for watching again, and we'll see you soon.